everybody, my name is Spammals and welcome to the end of month vlog. It's that time once again where we look back at the last month, have a little chat about it and see what's going on. So without any more stalling, let's begin! So the month kicked off with Batman the Telltale series, and what a fantastic choice that was. I really enjoyed this game as a 5-part series, one episode every Sunday. We're continuing that Sherlock Holmes kind of feel of episodic adventure once every Sunday. I was really happy with how much everybody got involved on that, loads of people commenting, giving their own thoughts and opinions, because the game was all about choice and we made some dark choices in there, and I'm sad it's come to an end. I hope we do more of that. Moving on, Kingdom New Lands, that continued. I love that game as well. There's a lot of love in me at the moment. So that game, like we tried, we failed, but we tried again and we're doing good. I'm gonna keep going until we get to the end. I want to finish the game, right? But what I'm loving most of all is that it's now a group play type thing. We're all involved. I've now begun the episodes with your comments and it's very much a group decision. And this is the first game I've truly had that's been a group decision kind of thing, and I'm just loving the way it's going. So yes, Kingdom! Up next was Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now this is the beginning of 2017, it's January, it's a new year, new start, a new me, all of that bollocks. I thought this could be my very first kind of big series. Call of Duty as a name puts off many people because they associate it mainly with just multiplayer and just mindless murder. I looked past that. I really enjoyed Infinite Warfare. I thought the story behind it was really exciting. It was fun. Ethan the robot, he was a badass. He was my metal brother with all the good looks in the family. And it was non-stop explosions. It was as if Michael Bay directed it. It was awesome. So I'm very happy with that. Yeah, it got mixed responses, but whatever, I don't care. I had fun. That's what's important to me. Okay, up next was Friday the 13th beta. I was so thankful to get involved in this, so thank you once again to Hackjack Games, the guys behind Guts and Glory. They're the ones that got me a beta key for this. I really enjoyed it. It had a lot of fun within it, had that heart-pounding moment of, oh shit, I'm gonna die, no! But it also had some silly moments that kind of made me annoyed, like how I couldn't vault over a fence, or I'd get stuck on a log, or I'd be running, and I'd run out of breath, and then go into the most casualist walk you could ever get. It's like you were having a long walk on the beach. It was silly in that regard. Anyway, I enjoyed it. I am looking forward for more. Moving on. Next up is Raft, another fantastic game. This is the first episode. It's a free-to-play game. Now, these can be hit and miss. This was a ginormous hit. I can see this becoming a big hit on Steam as soon as it gets on there. Some game students in school, college, place, they made it. They're continuing to update it. We have a raft, we build on it, and there's a shark trying to eat us. What's not to understand about that? Something about its simplicity just makes it really fun. And I'm looking forward to getting back into that. We're gonna do more of that. They've already added some more stuff like furniture and lighting, and there's now a nighttime as well as a daytime. But I want to wait a bit longer for there to be a little bit more than that added, because that's just not enough to cut it just now. But I have some ideas. I have some good ideas for that. Anyway, that continues on through the second week of the month, and then the start of the third week. So yeah, the year begins with just Infinite Warfare, Kingdom, and Raft. And Batman. Never forget Batman. I forget when it was. I think it was in October or maybe November. I was supposed to have a Titanic week and it got cancelled. There's going to be one in April. So I'm thinking, well, I can't do one in March. It's too soon. I don't want to do one in February because I don't know, it feels like I've kept people waiting too long. So January was the day it had to happen. Like, okay, it's happening in January. Can I please get a Titanic week in January? Well, I couldn't get a full week, but we got 4 days of Titanic. And I don't want to do Titanic for the sake of Titanic. Whenever I do a video on Titanic, it has to have a purpose. And we did Grand Theft Auto Titanic, and that was awesome. The mod, Carl Huddock's Virtual Sailor 7 mod, right into the engine of GTA 5. It looked gorgeous. Mwah, mwah. It was so fun to walk around. You could sail it. It would spaz out every now and then, but that don't matter. Ain't nothing but a chicken wing. We're going to do some more of that. I have some more funky ideas for that. I'm just kind of holding them back for the next Titanic week, but we're going to return to Grand Theft Auto Titanic. What else did we do? That's right. So this mini Titanic week was like 2 parts games, 2 parts me. So what I wanted to do was in the second one, I showed off my own personal collection. Well, rather just the top of the iceberg. I have a lot more to show and to share. That was just some of the first things I picked up out the pile. I was really nervous going into that because I didn't know if you guys would like that or not. Maybe you're thinking, Spammals, why the fuck's the games at? I don't give a shit for your piece of paper that's 100 years old. Get the fuck out of here. But no, you guys rallied behind me, you asked for more, so there will be more in the future. Sure, the views only got a couple of thousand views for that, but what's a guy to do, I suppose? Anyway, what else was there? So then, the other, Titanic, what the fuck was it? Oh yes, it was Sinking Simulator. We returned to Sinking Simulator for part 3. And once again, like, because Sinking Simulator is my biggest video ever on the channel, and the temptation is always there, just to crowbar some of those in, get some of those lovely views. I'm not that guy. I really am not that guy. I only do a Sinking Simulator if I have what I feel is a fun and good idea to actually roll with. I won't do it just for the sake of doing it. Now, with this episode, I had an original idea that I don't think I've seen anybody do here on YouTube. We had 2 Titanics, and then we had a ginormous mega Titanic. I was editing the game's files, did a bit of hacking. It wasn't real hacking, it's a hacking simulator. But we had a lot of fun. We played that game in an entirely different way than we have done before, and no one can argue that it wasn't creative. It was good fun. The other thing about those is I like how hyper and fun they are. It's just, take that energy, crank it to 11, and hold it there for 10 minutes and 25 seconds. Or however long it was. Anyway, that's Sinking Simulator. Will there be any more? Maybe. And then we ended the Titanic mini week with the Titanic fire. Now, okay, I want to describe something about this video, because the idea behind the video was to take this Titanic new evidence documentary, and it was a piece of shit documentary. It's a virus more than anything. I wanted to take it point for point for what it make and break it down to show to you guys how bullshit it was. But I ran into problems. That video was 7 hours late going up, and that really pissed me off. I was working to the bone trying to get it online in time, and it was taking so long to do. For a simple face-to-camera ordeal, it was actually quite a difficult thing to get done, because it's a very important message that's going out. This is me giving what I believe and my opinions across, and I need to make sure I do it in a concise and clear way. And in that regard, I think I failed. Because of how long it was taken to do, I had to cut big sections out, most notably these claims that White Star Line and Holland Wolf are cutting corners to save costs to get this big ship out to service as soon as possible. And that's fucking bullshit. That's so bullshit. But I had to cut all those sections out, and I kind of had to focus it specifically on the fire, and I think I failed to get across the key situation from the get-go. They say the fire caused the ship to sink sooner. In reality, it didn't. There was a fire, it did damage the bulkhead, but the presence of the fire opened up the coal bunkers, which created the port list, which kept the ship level longer, meaning more lifeboats could be released. If there had not been a fire, she would have probably rolled over, or at least lost the use of her lifeboats on her port side, because she would be going to the starboard side. Anyway, I didn't get that across quick enough. I think that I upset some people, but saying that, it got 5,000 views. Yeah! It's all about the views, right? No, it's not. Fuck the views. Anyway, I'm glad you guys embraced that as well. Again, it's not a game, so it could have gone both ways. Like, Spammals, where the fuck's the games at? Give me the fucking games! Anyway, moving past Titanic week, we're crashing full speed into the end of the month. For this month, reading it back like this, it feels like it's gone kind of fast, because really we had big series. You know, Call of Duty, was that 8 episodes? And we got Titanic, which was 4. And then you just got Raft and Kingdom and Batman dotted around. It soon pads up. So, coming into the end of the month, I wanted to chase Titanic with some kind of highbrow VR content. So we did Hindenburg VR. I was genuinely excited to get into this, because everybody knows the legend of the Hindenburg, the big Nazi airship. It blows up. Oh, the humanity! And all of that jazz. And I'd always kind of wondered what it was like inside of the Hindenburg, so we got to fully explore it. It had some downsides. Some of the textures were appalling. It looked like it was made 9 years ago, but I still enjoyed it, and I think many of you did as well. I think the information it had was still good information. Anyway, after that, my mic's in the way. After that, we continued our quest in Kingdom. King Spammals is doing better than ever. Moving past that, Pipe Job VR. Now, I was surprised with how well this video did on the channel. I had the worst time in my life recording this. I've never had such a bad time recording a VR game. It's about picking up pipes, repairing leaky pipes, and you have to do this, otherwise you drown. Like, the water in the room floods and poop comes down from the ceiling, and you have to work as fast as you can to shore up all of these leaks. But the thing is, there was a chest where you got the pipe from, and where that was exactly where the stand is for my camera, for my main room camera. I get punching the fucking camera. And then as I'm trying to speed up, I'm swinging my arms around, I'm clipping the camera, it spun facing the door, facing the wall. It was a lost cause. And I got more and more hot, and because I'm going so fast, I got out of breath and really worn out. And by the end, I was like, fuck this game. Fuck the game. Fuck it! Piece of shit. Although it turns out watching me suffer is hilarious, apparently. So that's at 500 views. Let's talk about the numbers a bit more. 500 people watch me being a dickhead. I couldn't be happier. Anyway, so that was Pipe Job VR. So this was the beginning of Resident Evil 7. This was going to be my next big series. It's a big AAA game, highly anticipated. I was very excited going into this more, because Resident Evil's gone back to what horror should be and what horror could be, and they've really looked at the indie developers who've been smashing the market out, and they have delivered so far a fantastic product. They really have. I'm only 3 episodes into it. I've still got over half the game to go, and already I'm loving it. It's had some genuine moments of tension, of stress, of anxiety. The sound design is phenomenal, whatever that pissing word is. It's a good game. I highly recommend it, but watch my video, it's way more fun. I want to say here and now, on episode 3, I really fucked up. I have no buffer at the moment. I'm recording this the day before it goes out, so I have no extra time. And something happened, and I don't know if it was during the rendering of the game because I was really hammering my CPU, or if it was during the processing period of when I uploaded it to YouTube, but the episode had stuttering, so it just wasn't giving a smooth performance. But by the time it got pointed out to me, it was too late to pull it down and to fix it. It would kill the whole day, and I don't want to miss an upload. We've come so close this month to missing an upload. I am not going to miss an upload. And then that brings us to today's vlog. Yes, mate! And stick around because we also have the end of month highlight reel coming up. It's a little shorter one this time, but it's still... I don't want to just throw anything in it for time. If it's short, it's short. I don't care. I like the clips that have gone into it. I think it's fun. I did start to subtitle it, but I ran out of time. Couldn't be bothered to keep going. So yeah, it's got a bit of subtitles in it. And I think I found my very first soundbite. I'm going, boop! It made me chuckle. Anyway, that's that. Wow, January 2017. Yeah, I guess it was a pretty good start of the year. Things are on the up. Oh yeah, I should also bring up Patreon. So I also, at the start of this month, started my own Patreon. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a way for you to donate to me. But it's not mandatory, it's not required. You will always get my videos for free. I never expect anything of you apart from your daily allegiance and watchings. But no. But for those of you who are willing and able and you want to give back, if you want to support the channel to help it kind of grow, Patreon is a way that you can do that. You can donate from $1 to as many bucks as you want, and that goes into making sure I can maintain the camera, the microphone, buying the new games, repairing the machine if it ever breaks down. It keeps the lights running in the background. And I got 6 Patreons so far. I didn't know anyone would actually back me. I was really nervous launching it because I'm Spammals. I'm just some dickhead in a bedroom making videos. I do the best I can, but I'm still just a regular person. By launching that, it was like I don't know, kind of like putting myself out there, like, could I maybe be something more than just a dickhead in a bedroom? Could this maybe become a thing? And I'm really blown away that 6 of you have already started to back me. And I love you for it. The other thing of Patreon is anyone who donates, they get their own exclusive content. So I'm going to be posting as much as I can, but at least once a month. But I mean, over the Titanic week, the guys were getting advanced previews of Titanic stuff, and they even got some bonus unaired stuff for my collection video. And that's something I've also really loved doing. I mean, I love sharing everything with all of you, but it's been quite fun having this kind of inner circle of backers that I can really give the heads up on and get some immediate feedback on a really small and focused scale. So I'm loving talking to you guys, and I love talking to everybody. Just, you do not have to back me. It's just there as an option. There's a link in the description below. I'm not promoting it anymore. Anyway, the future. We're going into February. Let me get my calendar working. Hang on. Oof. Yeah, I've got some problems in February because I've not really planned anything. Well, Resident Evil's going to continue. There's no surprises there. We've got about another 7 episodes of that left, I think. Kingdom, that's going to continue because we're doing that. Way it's going at the moment is 1 Kingdom per week. The reason behind that is it gives you guys time to watch it, to think about what you want to say, and to comment. And it gives me time to then grab those comments and to compose it together. So that's great. I like that that's an on again, off again series. So with the Sunday series gone, no more Batman, we have space for a brand new Sunday series, which I'm thinking is going to become a permanent fixture, like always having this Sunday being like the bigger video, maybe. I don't want to commit to that 100%, but I'm liking the structure because it breaks up the week. Pretty sure Sherlock will be back. Pretty sure we're going to do maybe Jack the Ripper. Maybe. I need to look into this a bit more. It's not like the other Sherlocks, so we can't do it like an hour and a half episode, and then that would be a really nice rounded case. So we'll work out something for that. VR is going to continue. I've already got a game in the bag. I won't say what the game is, but what made it so freaking good was I didn't have it on the planner. I was in VR, and I was like, oh, there's that game. I've been looking at that game. I'm going to play the game, like spur of the moment. And I went into it expecting it to be one thing, and it didn't prepare me for what it really was. And it really pulled the carpet from under my feet. And it was like, oh my God. So I'm excited for you guys to see that. I'm still editing that now. That's the only thing I've got pre-recorded at the moment. And then that's all I kind of want to share just now. And then that brings us to weight loss. Yes, let's talk about that, shall we? So Christmas time was a bad time for the Spammals time because I put on 13 pounds over Christmas. I couldn't resist myself. There was food everywhere. I mean, everywhere there was food. I was like, hey, son, do you want some chocolate? Here's a lot of it. There you go. Go to your room, you fat bastard. Did bad. Hands in the air. I do care. I've got some repair work to do, but I am still as committed as ever to losing weight and to hitting my target. My target is to get to 19 stone and 13 pounds. Anything to say 19 stone. The camera died, sorry about that. So yes, weight loss. I got some repairing to do, but I'm back on course. I'm as committed as ever to losing weight and hitting that goal. Yeah, how to end this? I guess I want to end this with saying thank you to everybody. Last year was crazy fun, and I think I missed some of the really good moments because I got so bogged down trying to get things done, like get the videos back online in time and stuff, and I think I missed a lot of the fun. And we're up for some really, really big milestones this year, and I'm going to try my best to make sure that I'm not busy so that when they come, we can all kind of celebrate together. Like the big one, the goal for this year was to get 10,000 subscribers, and when I made that goal, it was predicted to maybe happen in December time. It was like a 50-50, might get 9,000, might get 10,000. But when I checked the other day, the analytics, it's now predicting we're going to get 10,000 by May the 26th, which is mind-blowing. That's very soon. In fact, by the end of the year, it's predicting to have 17,500 subscribers. I mean, these numbers change daily, so do not take that as a golden fact. That will probably change. But even still, I want to be more available for the fun, and I'm thankful for all of you guys because you guys comment on the videos, you send me messages on Twitter, on Facebook, and you're always so supportive and you're always so understanding. And I can be a real dick at times. I feel like I'm being a dick. You guys message me, it takes me days to reply to you, like, oh, fucking Spammals on his fucking soapbox, he's too busy and important to reply to me. And I try so hard to reply. Somebody even put in the comments on one video, Spammals, do you even reply to comments anymore? And it really, really like shook me because I was known as the person that replied to every single comment. And it's getting so hard to do that now. The videos are getting more time consuming to produce and to get online. And there's more of you now. I never used to have so many people commenting. Especially during Titanic weeks, there's fucking loads. I'm a one-man show, but I'm doing the best I can. So thank you for all of your understanding and your patience. And I also just want to say a big shout out to GameHog, Ed and Harry over at GameHog. I highly recommend you check them out because they've been such amazing dudes to me. I talk to Ed kind of on a daily basis now. He's like, we've really become friends. You know, we started off as just YouTube chums. Now I just talk shit to him. Sometimes I just send him abusive comments. That's when you know you got a bit of a friendship underway. Just, you fucking suck. We're not quite at the dick pics stages yet, but there's still time. Anyway, Game Hog Games, check them out. They deserve your time and attention. But after you watch my videos first, okay, let's make that very clear. You'll hear from me first, and then you can go see the scum, okay? Cool beans. Right, and on that bombshell, I'm going to call that an episode right about there. So, thank you for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.